Hello, Cherries Extra. A little bit of a more cheerful video today. Well, I say cheerful. Well, it's partly cheerful, partly not. So the first things first. Um, the goals. I was just having a little look, and yeah, to be fair, the goals tally is terrible. It's the worst in the league. It's worse than Sheffield United's, which is really, really disappointing. I'm not saying it's not Dom Solanke's fault at all. It's the style that we're playing. And under Gary O'Neill, we would have got a lot more goals. As have Wolves. I know Neto is a good player for Wolves, but at the same time, I think personally, if you're playing that passing possession based football, you're not going to get up the pitch enough. So, yeah, that is one thing that I wanted to flag up today. Of course, there is the short, severe video that was yesterday. So yeah, and of course the bit of a rant, unfortunately, because of uh, this very stupid couple of tweets. They all seem to have subsided. They all seem to have calmed down. There's obviously one or two people that just don't like me. And do you know what? I'm going to address in a video the Cherries Trust days. I was part of the Cherries Trust, and actually, that is something that I wanted to comment on this channel today. And I'm pleased actually because I've had a look at the people that have been elected into the Cherries Trust, and there's some real decent people in there. Um, I'm not going to flag up who, but I'm very, very pleased with, and it actually gives me a little bit more faith in this group, and it makes me think and wish that I was part of the Cherish Trust at this point in time, not, back when I was, um, which, let's be honest, if anybody wants to know really, what did I do in the Cherish Trust? I tried to do a lot, but I was given no ability to do so. Now, of course, everything has to go through the chair before it is actually allowed to be actioned. That was what the ruling was back then. Um, so whatever I suggested and getting communications out to the fan base, because the fan base were difficult, that was the word at the time, difficult, I wasn't able to put across a lot of my stuff, and it made me look bad. Got to be honest, it made me look bad. But these people, I think, from the people that I've seen that have been elected, um, I think I'm confident. I'm actually confident. Not saying, unfortunately, the people that took over from our group, especially the two people that, decided to get involved. And to be fair, at that point, I did take myself out of the Cherries Trust. At that point, I left the Cherries Trust because, you know, hand on heart, I knew what these two people were going to cause. Firstly, I wasn't happy that they'd been invited into a WhatsApp group which had my mobile number on it because I didn't want anything to do with them. Um, but you know, one of them I got on quite well with actually. Afterwards, the other, well, say no more, say no more. You know, recent situations, but yeah, you know that's my view on it really. um I've also noticed as well about Jack Tanner's put out a tweet about what Chris Sutton's got nothing. He can't say anything about this football club. I don't think he watches this football club. He last season, I don't know when he actually said that we was going to get a positive result. If the score lines went the way that Chris Sutton did, we would have been on less points than Derby. And to be honest, the only 3 points we would have got all season was at the start of the season against Aston Villa under Scott Parker. So Chris Sutton can't say a single thing. It's ridiculous. And Jack Tanner is well within his right to say what he said. That is my honest opinion on the BBC. Um, so yeah, you know, It really does make you laugh. It does make you laugh. Social media is a wonderful place, isn't it? It really isn't. It's horrible. But yeah, let us know what you think. Let us know, of Chris Sutton. I can't. He hasn't got anything good to say about AFC Bournemouth. He said that I was talking rubbish when we sacked Scott Parker. Um, so yeah, it says it all. And tell us what you think about the goals. How do we change it? How do we mix it up? My view is we have to go back to basics, and we will score goals. We've got a goal scorer in the team in Dom Solanke, not a prolific goal scorer, but somebody who can score goals. Um, and we had goals coming in from Phil Bill and wherever else last season. We're not getting that this season because of what Iriola's played. And let us know what you think about the Cherries Trust changes, because I'm happy with it. I'm very, very happy with the moves that have been made, and hopefully it's going to be a lot better for the future. Um, I still want to see how it's all going to pan out before I even become a member. But you know, I want to see who else is on there, to be perfectly honest. But I'm happy with the people that have been elected. So that's all I'll say. Fair play to them. Um, and yes, hopefully they're going to be able to have their say, which I wasn't able to at the time. I'm sure they will do if I believe who is the chair. Um, so yeah, that would be a good thing. Let me know what you think.